Let's do this. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I don't think my camera's focused. It is, just not better. All right, right there. Hello, everyone. I'm Cesarito. I'm joined by our lovely guest of the day, Glitch. Would you like to introduce yourself, Glitch?
Hello, yeah. Thank you so much for having me, Caesar. First and most off, dude. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad to be here. Yeah, my name is Glitch. For those that don't know me, I stream on Twitch. I've been streaming for about 2 years now, and we are coming up on our 3,000 follower milestone. Wild, man.
I know. You haven't hit it yet?
And,
Are you just short of it?
Not yet. We're just short. I want to say we're about 30 shy, but still super appreciative for everybody that's made that possible, dude. So, yeah, I'm super excited about it. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I'd wondered, because I know, like, on Twitch, it says that you already hit it, but, like, I know it rounds up probably.
Twitch rounds up once you pass that 50 threshold.
Okay.
So, say if I'm at 1,647. It'll say 1,600.
Yeah.
But if you hit 1,652, then it bumps you straight up to 1,700.
Heck yeah. You gotta ride that.
Makes no sense. I don't know why they just round it up. I guess they just act like nobody will notice. But yeah, whenever you go to the actual number on your on your Twitch page. That's where you get the actual numbers. So I don't know why they round it up. I'm keep it honest with you. Makes no sense whatsoever to me. But
well, early congratulations, anyways. I mean, 3,000 is a crazy number,
dude. It's
a crazy number.
It's so crazy, honestly. I mean, whenever I first started Twitch, I mean, even having anything is crazy to me. But dude, 3,000. Dude, I didn't even think I'd make it this far.
No, we all start off like that. We never think we get this far, but you're doing something right.
But I really want to take what we have and
keep riding that wave. Yeah,
absolutely. I want to take it to as high as I can until I'm either fully satisfied or I just end up dying out. Either one, man.
Yeah. But well, let's get this man to 3,000. Come on, guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
So speaking of Twitch, when you said you've been streaming for 2 years now, right? 2.5
years. Yep. It was back in October of 2019. So we're a little bit past it. I want to say about 2 years and 3 months. I want to say we did our first 12-hour stream for our 2-year anniversary. And it was really cool. It was a lot of fun. So many people came out and supported. So yeah, about October 2019 is when we started.
Nice. So how'd you first hear about Glitch? Twitch. Sorry, did I say Glitch?
Let's see. I was born at a young age.
Yeah, at a ripe young age of 0.
Yeah, at 0. How did I first hear about Twitch? Dude, I've grown up with it my entire life, and it's crazy seeing where it's was at to where it's at now. I remember watching back in middle school, which was, I want to say about 10 years ago. If I could get my very first original account, I want to say it would be about I want to say about 10 years. I remember watching people like Summit and everything like that on the very first generation of Twitch, if that makes sense.
Sure,
before all the hot tubs and arts. Twitch was literally focused
the golden
on
age.
Gaming. yeah, it was literally focused on gaming and gaming only. So my friends, they talked about it because I grew up playing video games, so my friends would talk about Twitch and live streamers, and it just became a normal day thing. It just kind of kept on just going into my daily routine. Mm-hmm. So I want to say about middle school, and just heard about it through friends. So.
I'm not even aware that I even knew about Twitch until I can definitely not say it's been 10 years. I think I've known about Twitch for how many years I've been streaming on Twitch? About to be 4 years that I've been streaming, and I didn't know about it much longer than that. I think I heard about it maybe 5 years. Let's put 5 years I've known about Twitch.
I've heard people who have started streaming on Twitch 2 years or less than a year, and whenever I'm oh, how'd you hear about it? They're oh, well, about a year ago I heard about Twitch, and I'm oh, you only heard about it a year ago, and they're already streaming and everything. I'm I grew up with this, so it's,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. In my head, I just always assumed that like everybody knew what Twitch was for, you know, a super long
Sure.
time.
Yeah. No. So who introduced you? You said your friends, right?
Yeah, I want to say probably my best friend. Yeah, my best friend. His name's Nathan, because he would always talk about
Sure.
Summit 1G. He was a huge Summit 1G fan, and he'd always be like, "Oh, check this clip out! Check this clip." Well, before there even was clips, there were odd shots where it was a third-party source.
Oh my
where
gosh.
People had to clip it that way. So if you go back,
This is way before my time.
like, yeah, so if you go back, I want to say like old Ninja VODs, like back whenever Ninja used to play H1Z1 before Ninja became a huge Fortnite star. Whenever he was playing H1Z1, he would hit a clip, and instead of saying like "Yo chat, clip that," it would always be like "Yo chat, odd shot that." Odd shot
Odd
that.
shot
so
that.
yeah, it sounds so weird now.
Yeah, of
but
course.
That's just. I mean, that's just what it was back in the day, and it was just a long time ago, and then seeing where Twitch is now is crazy.
I can imagine. Yeah, you're literally like
Yeah.
not a pioneer, but you were there since the beginning.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
I came like halfway through.
Yeah. So yeah, my best friend Nathan, I want to say he introduced it to me.
So then, what encouraged you to stream then? Because you've clearly known about the program 8 years before you decided to stream on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, since I've been growing up watching these people, I mean, you know, you get influenced from watching these streamers, and I don't mean it in any hateful way, but sometimes I'd watch some other streamers, and they wouldn't do what I would have done if I was the streamer, and I was just like, why don't I just become the streamer then? You know, some people would go a different direction with their channel, and I'm like, oh,
Just pull up
like,
Thanos.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah. I was like, I'll just do it myself then. But you know, at the time, I didn't have anything, and I was still a little squeaker boy. Like honestly,
I still sounded like this,
Yeah.
and it was horrible.
so I sounded like a squeaker, and it was horrible. So I could never do it whenever I like first got introduced to it. But hit 16, you know, worked my first job, got a PC, and then I started streaming. And you know, took it from there.
Yeah, nice. Do you remember what you streamed first, by chance? The first thing you streamed?
Ooh, my very first
Yeah, your
game
very first
I've
game.
ever streamed.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you need a minute,
wanna
I could tell you
say-
what I thought I did.
what do you think it was?
What do I think it was?
Yeah.
Well, you streamed, what, 2 years ago? October 2019. What was popular?
Well, okay, hang on. Okay, let's take back my origin story, I guess. Okay, so 2015, 16. 2016, I was 15 years old. I was still in high school. I actually did have a PC so I could stream. So I did stream when I was 15, but that only lasted, I want to say, about like 2 or 3 months.
Sure.
It was only 2 years ago is when I picked it back
Seriously,
up
yeah.
and took it seriously. So yeah, so I mean, you could give or take those first 2 months, but yeah,
Sure.
little 15-year-old Glitch, very first stream. What do you think I was streaming?
I mean, I could go with like Fortnite as like the stereotypical answer.
No, that's
but,
fair.
like,
That's fair. That's a good guess.
That's what I think. That is what I streamed first. No,
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
it wasn't.
really?
Actually, no, it wasn't. Actually, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure the first game I streamed was it Fortnite. It actually might have been.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
He's thinking.
It's been so long because before Twitch, I actually streamed on YouTube, and then I.
Oh, really? Now?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. So I streamed on YouTube first, and then I heard about like how you can make emotes, and pretty much how Twitch is like more personalized than like YouTube
Yeah.
is, at least at the
I
time.
agree with.
And so I was like, that sounds so cool. I want to make emotes and like have
want
like
my
all this
emotes,
stuff.
absolutely.
Yeah. So I was like, we're going to Twitch, baby.
Yeah,
And I had that was when I like barely knew anything about Twitch. So what I used to do before was there's this like streaming service called Restream.io, which was like I could stream on 2 platforms at the same time. So I'd stream on
I
YouTube
see.
and Twitch.
Yeah. Do
First
the
it was
double up.
YouTube, and then I did both, and I was like, I'll just transfer over to Twitch.
Does that kill your PC having to stream not only on one PC but on 2? Like I feel
No.
like that would just.
Because what it does is it's pretty much it's easy on my end because all it is it's basically like sending it to one server, and that one server transmits it to two.
Oh,
so it's
okay,
not
I
like
see.
I'm literally streaming like two
Like
areas at the
two
same time.
separate
Yeah.
streams. Okay, I'm
it's
with
just
you,
one
yeah.
stream that just projects onto both. So it's like, for example,
with you.
I would stream on YouTube, I would hit the start button, and then it would stream on YouTube and on Twitch. And then eventually I was like,
Gotcha.
because I wanted to do YouTube first, and then I was like, I didn't enjoy like the disconnect between viewer and creator. And so that's when I started streaming, and I was like, yeah, this is fun. So I would do like, first I'd play like Mario Kart, and then Splatoon, and then just Cause and a bunch of other games. And then I transferred over to Twitch, and then so that's how I started doing Twitch there. But it wasn't that difficult.
That's really cool. Yeah. But back to your original question.
Sure. Yeah.
One of my very first games I ever I think the very, very first was Left 4 Dead 2, because I didn't have a PC that could really run all the crazy big games at the time. Because at the time I was only doing a one PC stream, and you know the hardware wasn't the best, so I had to make what I had and work with it. So Left 4 Dead 2. I want to say it was probably one of my first streams, but a game I would play a lot was Dead by Daylight.
That's what I thought.
Like I
that would have been my actual guess besides Fortnite.
Yeah. Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Here's the thing. Ever since I started streaming, I made a pact to never play Fortnite on stream. Not that I play Fortnite off stream at all.
Sure.
But I'm like, guys, I will never play Fortnite on stream. It won't happen. Same with League of Legends. Just won't happen. I don't know why. I have like a personal vendetta. I'll play League of Legends off stream, but on stream, never play it. I have zero interest in streaming.
There's just certain games that's like, it's just not I feel like there's certain games that are not streamable, and like
it's just
like
not
either because of the community or the game itself, or like your personal opinions, or
the community on League. And that's another thing too, like you said, having a personal opinion. You're like, yeah, I don't really like this champion. Oh, dude, that's because you suck at the game. And it's just like, okay, dude. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't care enough to argue. Yeah, people will get toxic in League. It's bad.
I remember trying League because I had a friend who was starting to stream, and so she would only stream League, and I was like, I've never seen League in my life. Like, I know what League is, but I've never been interested in trying it. So then I was like, all right, I'll try the game, and I was like, it wasn't the game for me. Like, I was like, these games are too long and
so hard to get into.
It is.
And like you said, games are long, 40 minutes.
40 plus minutes, and I was like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
And then I know I'm like, it's like halfway through the match, you're like, we lost, and I'm like, what do you mean we lost?
Yeah,
like,
what do you mean? Yeah,
we still got like 20 more minutes.
After playing many years of League, definitely now I can just be like, okay, I can see where this game's gonna go. But I like it. Getting into it is so tough. It is one of the hardest games to get into because you have all these champs, and then you gotta figure out what builds you want to do. Then there's these other things called runes before you even get into the game, and then you gotta figure this out, and then
it's a lot.
It's a headache. Yeah, it's such a headache.
It is a lot. I was like, it shouldn't be that bad. And then I started. That's when like Pokemon Unite came out. I was like, this is like League but simpler. Like, this is much more straightforward.
Yeah. See, I actually never played Pokemon Unite. I'm not the biggest Pokemon person, but
I've
watched a lot of people play Pokemon Unite. I mean, it looks fun. I mean, I definitely like what they've accomplished, what they've done. I mean, it looks great.
Yeah, I'm not like a big Pokemon person either. I think the person that I saw streaming was Kat, and I was like, what's that? And then she's like, yeah, it's Pokemon Unite, and I was like, she's like, you should get it. I was like, is it free? And she's like, yeah. I was like, well, if it's free, sure, I'll get it. Whatever.
Is it actually free?
Yeah, it's still free. Yeah, it's a free-to-play game.
I actually didn't know that. What the heck?
Yeah.
People still play it, or is it dead?
No, people play it. It's on mobile and on Switch.
Yeah. Dude, there's so much more information I'm figuring out about this game.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a Switch game.
And it's cross-play, yeah. So you could play on Switch and mobile. Yeah, so...
the more you know.
Yeah.
The more you know.
You give it a shot.
A Pokemon Unite stream.
Yeah, I tried it, and then I enjoyed it. I was like, this is like League, but much easier.
But much easier, yeah.
And the matches are only like 10 minutes long. So, and there's always a chance to like win in the end. Like, I was like, I mean, it's not League, but it's a lot simpler. And I was like, okay, I can do this.
I definitely understand what you mean. And like you said, even if you get trapped into a game, 10 minutes.
10 minutes is not
at
that
least
bad.
you're not like, it's not as bad as 40 minutes of League of Legends.
That's what I couldn't stand with League. I was like, man, these sessions are too long. And I was like, nah, you telling me I'm playing a game for like 40 minutes to just lose?
Yeah, dude, that's another thing too. Yeah, 40 minutes just to lose and get absolutely just like dead.
That's where I'm like, what did I learn? I'm like, it would take me so long to learn because like I just play one game and it's like an hour long. And, like, how am I supposed to improve on a game if it takes me 40 hours to complete one match?
And then
and how many mistakes did I make?
Yeah. And if you don't have somebody there to like coach you or like tell you what you're doing wrong or like why that play wasn't wrong, then you're just gonna keep on making those mistakes until you just eventually either quit the game or I guess you would be able to
you just start watching videos of
yeah. So I don't know, it's a headache to get into, absolutely.
Oh man. So I was gonna ask, I mean, obviously this is gonna be pretty apparent then, but like since you've started Twitch to now, what is like the biggest changes or like things just so different from like the beginning? I mean, it's been 10 years, it's inevitable.
Oh, the biggest things in Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch.
In Twitch, oh man, the community. For the better, I feel.
Okay.
When I say community, so back then, you could only stream games only. Even if you like were trying to switch games and you needed like a just chatting section for like 30 minutes to kind of like chill, cool off, get food, like that wasn't allowed. You had to be streaming a game. So all of the hot tub streamers, all the like cooking streams, all the music stuff, like stuff that you do, music back then, Bob, you would have been banned.
Banned?
So it's really cool. Dude, they
cracked down on it. I did not know that. Crazy. What the heck?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like there. I just thought there wasn't a category for it, but like.
I would assume maybe not a ban, but
like a timeout
maybe
or a warning.
Yeah, like a timeout or a warning. So
don't do that again. We don't promote artistic expression.
Exactly. So so it's cool that they were able to get that part of the community, get that part of life, I guess. They were able to branch it out. So I'm really happy about that, to open it to more than just gaming. Yeah. Which is super awesome. So.
And I feel like people forget about that a lot. That they forget that like there's other categories besides gaming. Like of course gaming is like gonna be the mainstay of Twitch, but there are other categories like let's say cooking or. I mean, if you really want to. I'm not a fan of the ASMR. You have hot tub streams, mukbangs, music, art. It's there, and people can appreciate it. And they're like, you can literally find specifically what you're looking for.
Yeah. So I think that's probably one of the biggest changes to Twitch that I'm happy to see. Yeah.
Is there any for the worse? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know. I mean, you've heard some of the controversy and stuff like that. One of the things for the worst, I feel, is, I mean, it's really not Twitch's fault, but, legal stuff. DMCA. I want to listen to my throwback music on stream. I'm trying to bust it down, but then I got to listen to copyright Jimmy or non-copyright Jimmy beats. Something, I don't know. Just making something up. And it's the most generic beat ever. It's always like
the same thing.
And it's the same thing, same music over and over, and it's so bad. So because back then you could just listen to whatever.
I remember. I was streaming when that was still like a thing. It's like whatever, song requests. Everyone request whatever you want.
Yeah, song request and everything. Yeah.
And that was when Twitch Sings was still a thing.
Oh, I forgot about Twitch Sings, dude. Oh man, I forgot about that. Yeah, I never did it because. Dude, I don't know. I'm always so like really self-conscious about my voice.
Sure.
So.
I think I did it once, maybe, but I don't even. I remember really once. The only time I remember specifically was on Lotus's stream. And this was way before you, but it was like for her 1 year, 2-year anniversary. No, it had to be her first
Dreams
year.
talking about that.
Yeah, it was her first year.
I've heard about it. Yeah.
And she did like a karaoke thing, but like we had it in Discord, so people were trying to sing along with the delay. It was
that sounds horrible. That sounds awful.
It was
I don't
pretty
know.
funny, though.
Have you ever heard of TeamSpeak before? Like before Discord
Yes,
became a big
yes,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah. So we had a karaoke night one time, and we would all sing the song at the same time. And here's the thing: TeamSpeak didn't have screen share, so we were all like,
my
okay, does
God.
everybody have the video
You would
ready?
time it?
Okay, everybody on go, press the start button, 3 2 1 go. And there was like 12 of us, and it was so out of key. I mean, it was funny though. It was probably some of the best laughs ever. But yes, dude. Also, I didn't know that you were streaming this. Let me put this on Discord real quick.
Yeah. No, I do this
Let
live.
me do that.
You're good.
Yeah, I thought you were just recording, and that's my fault.
No,
I'm so sorry.
you're good. I do this live,
so let me
and
do that.
then I just
dude,
put
which
it
is
on
so
later.
cool. I'm really
Yeah.
glad. So let me shout this out to the community.
I
So
appreciate
hopefully
it.
people can come in. And
I'm sorry, I should have clarified.
Hey, no, you're fine. Honestly, that was my. What really caught me is I got 2 follows offline, and I was like, "What in the world is going on?" I was like, as soon as we started this this
Segment.
thing with Caesar, and I was like, "He's probably streaming," which is crazy.
Hold
so
on.
hang on, let me do this.
I just disconnected my headphones.
Oh, he disconnected his headphones.
here we
Okay,
go.
guys. Oh, he's back. Okay.
I'm back. Yeah, it's because like when I
Okay,
do
good,
my
good,
music
good.
practice streams, I have like an extension cable, so that I can actually like play my bass and still reach it instead.
Oh, I got you.
And so I haven't taken it off because I've just been lazy. And so like twice now on this stream, I pulled it off on accident. So I'm trying to like tuck it on the side so I don't run over it with the wheels of my chair. Well, my bad. I should have clarified that.
No, you're totally fine.
That's a note to self for the future. I'll be like, all right. But what was I gonna say? What is the last thing you said? I forgot.
We were talking about TeamSpeak. And we were
Oh
talking
yes,
about,
yes.
Yeah, there we
So
go.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I know like a lot of people nowadays, it's not necessarily with like singing, but they'll do that with like videos. Like they'll watch like movies or whatever, because like
Oh yeah.
the technicalities and like, well, legal reasons, I'll put the time time or what is it called? Key time whatever.
Oh, timestamps?
Timestamp. Yeah, they're like, I'm starting here, and I'm like, okay, and then they
Dude.
just watch it.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Okay, because you know how I was just talking about like DMCA and stuff like that, like being bannable on Twitch and movies and stuff. Dude, you know, for music, did you know that like people are just like straight up watching anime like on stream and everything? Like, I don't know if you can get banned for that, which is so crazy. Like people are just watching Naruto. People are watching.
I have no idea what
stuff
you're
like
talking about because I've never ever done that.
Caesar, would you need to?
I don't have a segment called Anna Mondays. You
would
do.
you like to actually say that? Would
Yeah,
you?
I've actually done that. I've been doing it
No.
for over a year.
That's crazy.
Not even
okay,
kidding.
So you've never gotten like any like repercussions? Because okay, I've been debating on watching anime on my streams, but like I don't want to get banned. But
I watched
see all
AOT
these
on
other people
stream.
doing it. Really?
Yeah.
You know what, dude?
I'll tell you, the first show that I streamed was was it My Hero?
Ooh,
I've
I
watched a
haven't
lot.
seen My
I've
Hero
watched
yet.
My Hero. I watched Death Note. I watched AOT. I've watched ReZero. I've watched Shield Hero. I've watched.
Ooh,
some
how is
other
Shield
show.
Hero? I want to
Oh,
watch
it's
Shield
so
Hero.
good. It's very
Yeah,
good. I definitely
I wanna
recommend
say,
it.
I've heard good stuff about it. So
But I've not had any. I've not had any repercussions of like streaming anime. I've literally like the first times I was like, okay, like we'll be iffy about it. Like if something happens, then like I'll never do it again. I've been going on for like a year, a year and a half,
Hey,
and that's how I
that's
started
some good
watching
knowledge to
anime
know.
because like I watched the first anime I watched was JoJo, but I watched that on my own, and then I was like, what if we stream anime? And like, because everyone was kept telling me to watch all these shows and stuff, and so I was like, all right, I'll stream anime.
Why don't we just
and so
stream
we
it
would watch it
and
together.
watch it
Yeah.
together?
So what I did
Yeah,
was I made this
absolutely.
like segment called like Anna Mondays, where every Monday we would just watch anime, and
Dude,
so
that
we'd
actually
watch
sounds
like
really cool.
yeah, so we'd watch like 6 episodes. It's like 2 hours, give
Yeah.
or take, and then
You could probably get through a lot of animes just doing that.
Yeah,
you
I'd
know?
watch, like-
It's been only 2 hours. Yeah.
yeah, like, or even more. I might go like 7 or 8 episodes,
Yeah.
depending, because I'm like, do you guys want to watch more or whatever?
Yeah.
Because I would
And-
keep it
and you
like
just
2
keep on
hours.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so then, I get through shows.
That
like-
is really cool. Maybe I'll just start watching anime on stream because I wouldn't care to. Yeah, I got to get through One Piece somehow. 1,000 episodes.
Oh my god! No, I could not.
Dude,
This for you, Autumn.
I watch it, but dude, oh look how cute that
Yeah,
is.
it's Karen made this.
Oh,
It's like a
dude,
little
that is so
JoJo
cool.
character.
Dude, that is really neat. That's cool. I haven't seen JoJo, so I don't really understand
Yeah, you're
the
good.
reference, but still,
He's one of the
dude, that's
characters,
really
yeah.
cool.
No, but no, yeah, I've been doing that for like literally like a year and a half, and I've not had any issues.
I will probably do it.
I've watched the last thing I streamed. I watched the new part 6 on stream of JoJo, and then I was starting to start the what's the show called, Fate Zero series.
Ooh,
So,
is that good? Okay,
I've started 6 or 7 episodes. I don't remember how many it's been.
Ooh,
So.
yeah, I watched Fate Zero for the first 10 minutes, and I was like, wow, this is really boring, and then I stopped, and then I never got back to it. But I'm like, okay, 10 minutes, I can't judge a show based off
Sure.
the first 10 minutes.
I'd
So,
try-
I'm going to end up going back to it, but yeah, my very first, experience, I don't know if I was just impatient, but yeah, dude, I was like 10 minutes in, yep, this show sucks, and just turned it off and went to something else, so.
That was like me with the, not gonna lie, My Hero. I was kind of like snore, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'll give it a chance. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't stop watching it, but I was like, okay.
You know what show I was like that with?
What?
Demon Slayer.
I'm not gonna lie, Demon Slayer bored me. I did watch that on stream too, though.
Here's the thing. Okay, I hated Demon Slayer. I was like, dude, this is so boring. I had to get into it 3 different times. Like, I'd
You
get
tried
into
it
be
3
like,
times?
Wow, I really hate this. This is really boring. And I was like, okay, let me pick it back up. Let me try it. Wow, this is super boring. Okay, let me pick it back up. And it was that 3rd try. I picked it up, and I was like, this is such a beautiful show. I love this so much. Watch the show. Watch the movie. I know season 2's out now. I just
Yeah,
haven't seen it yet.
I haven't
But
either.
it took me 3 different tries where I was like, dude, this is so sleepers. And then I was like,
I-
oh, sweet. No, this is great. So, yeah.
I don't know what it was, dude. I can't lie. I couldn't get into it.
I-
I watched
dude,
the whole thing on stream, and I was like, well, I already started. Like, we're committed.
Yeah,
and I
yeah, I
just,
completely understand that.
I could not. And I was
What
like,
I
I think what ruins
hate-
it, though, or go ahead.
No, I actually, no. You,
Oh,
yeah,
I was
go
gonna say
ahead.
what ruins it. Part of the thing is like when I'm watching shows, since I'm watching them on stream, a lot of the time is like I just ask for recommendations. Like, what do you guys want to see?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right. And some people hype up the shows way too much, and I'm like, all right. Like, that's actually the one thing.
Yeah.
Like, JoJo was the one show that
Yeah.
like it was hyped a lot, but I loved it. So I was like, this is actually a good
that's-
show. But then like My Hero was hyped a lot, and I was like, it's okay. I think Attack on Titan was better. He's low, by the way. I'll try to raise him. Here.
I'll just start screaming. Don't worry.
Is this better?
So basically, what I was saying.
Oh, God.
Start screaming.
What was I saying? Yeah, so like My Hero and such it was like, okay, Attack on Titan was better. But then like Demon Slayer, everyone was like blah 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 blah, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
It's-
I tried.
It's good, but yeah, dude, some people definitely overhype shows like crazy. I don't know if you ever heard of the show. It's called High Rise Invasion, I think is what it's called. But
No.
somebody was like, oh my god, this is the greatest show ever. You have to watch it. This is amazing. I got like 30 minutes. I watched the first episode and I was like, this show is so bad. I cannot get into it. It is overhyped in my opinion. So that's just
I know.
I'm the same way about music too. I feel like some music is good, but some music is just so overrated by their fans. Like,
That's true. I think part of the thing for me though is like
that.
I'm only instrumental. That's all I care about. I don't care about lyrics
Yeah.
and music. So then I was
Yeah,
like, "Do you
that's
care about this and this?" And I'm like, "No." I just listen to the instruments in the
Could
background.
care less. See, I feel like I'm kind of the opposite. Not to say that the music and instrumental parts aren't important, but like I like when the lyrics just like flow and they just have a good, tempo to it.
That's fair.
But it's
Not my
also
thing, but I
heavily
get it.
complemented. Yeah, but it's also heavily complemented by the instrumentals, and I'll listen to anything if it has a good beat. Like.
I think part of it's the fact that I'm like, a musician, so I'm like, I appreciate the people behind like the singer.
Scenes, yeah.
Like, I don't care about not to say I don't care about the singer. I've done certain like performances where I'm like, yeah, this soloist or singer or whoever did amazing, and I'm like, what about the people behind them? Like they're doing just as good.
Like not carried. Yeah, like recently. Or I like to watch a lot of live performances of shows, and the artist is there live singing like crazy, but the people in the background who are playing the instruments live, I mean, dude, those are the people that don't get any sort of recognition whatsoever. But I feel like not carry, but they hold that artist together on stage live. So. I don't know. I definitely agree with what you mean. I just hate that they don't get any recognition.
See, you think that I'd want recognition, like being as like the musician part, but I don't actually care. Like, for me, I'm like, like if someone's just like, oh, that was like, don't get me wrong, we love like, for example, I was doing like that Final Fantasy concert I was telling you about. Like when we played that, let me tell you, when I say that people were like going crazy. I mean, people were cosplaying at this concert. Like, people were going all out just to watch this performance. And then, like, after we're done, they're all like, guys, like, thank you so much for your performance and stuff. Like, you guys kill it and stuff. And I'm like, it's super nice.
Cool.
It's super nice, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm like, I don't need the recognition because I'm like, I'm doing this because I love this. And, like, if you want to add on top of it, go ahead. And, like, like, for me, I decided to get Final Fantasy 7 because I was like, well, because for the longest time I'd always wanted to do like a video game concert, and I was like, well, my first concert's gonna be Final Fantasy 7. I've never played the game. I don't really know much about it other than it's a really good game, and obviously it has to be if it's like a concert for it, like a world tour, which is what they were doing. And so I was like, all right, I'll get the game and I will play it for like a month or two before this concert starts, like that I could, one, to hear the music and like appreciate it, and two, like have an idea of what's going on. And I was like glad that I did that, because I was like, oh my gosh, that's so and so in the audience, and that's so and so, and hearing this music,
like,
and
you actually understand it. There's personality behind the music that you're playing.
Oh yeah, and then playing some of the music, you're like, oh my god, I remember this scene. And then like on top of that, like when I'm playing, they always have, like for concerts like that, there's always like a screen like above us. And so like they play stuff on the screen, so I had like the perfect seat where I could see the screen while also seeing like the conductor and like the audience. So I was like, this is so cool. So I'm like playing my music, whatever, looking up when I can. Obviously when I can, I can. But I'm like, this is just so cool.
Dude,
like, I loved it.
Awesome. For an experience like that, and for someone that has like the passion for it like you do, I mean, dude, come on, that is, who could ask for a better like spot to be in?
I know. And like
to do what they're loving, playing what they're doing in a perfect spot.
I know. And at that point, I think it'd been 2 years since I'd performed because of like COVID and stuff. So I hadn't played a concert in like 2 years. Dude, and so I was like, I just remember being like, man, it's been so long.
Yeah.
And
does it ever get nerve-wracking?
To me, as long as it's not a solo.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't imagine a solo. All that pressure of, hey, don't mess up.
Because like,
it's easier said than done.
For example, like, I mean, I've never really been like nervous about a concert. That's just kind of like me, though. I'm usually pretty chill about things in general. But what's the word? Like, for example, if I'm playing an orchestra, well, my perspective is like, they're not coming to watch me. They're coming to watch all
the
of us. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
80 to 100 of us. So I'm like, of course some people might come to me after the concert and be like, you were playing was like so nice, and they're like watching me or whatever. And I'm like, oh, thank you. But they're not like coming for me.
There for you. Yeah, like it's not as nerve-wracking. I completely understand that. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, the only time that I was a little nervous, and like it was this last so in December, just for you non-musicians, December is like the most busy time for us, like
Really?
because
Oh,
it's just
Christmas
Christmas
and whatnot.
concerts and all this stuff. Everyone's free and wants to spend money, and so we're like, all right, time to make money.
Yeah. Hey, if other people aren't working, yo.
Yeah.
it's-
So I was doing like this opera, and I had to be the principal bass player, meaning like I was the only bass player for that show, as well as like there was pretty much one on each part, except like the other people were like, you know, like the actual like people that are supposed to be there. And I was like filling in as my professor basically. So I was like, all right, I'm supposed to be my professor. And I was like so stressed. I was like, oh my God, these people are like, you know, they're the professionals because this is like their job. I'm like a substitute filling in. And I'm like, man, I gotta not suck at this. So I was like nervous, not because of like the audience, but because of like my peers. And I was like,
dude.
oh my God, these people know so much more. So like my first like couple rehearsals, I was like, okay, I cannot suck because of them. And like I found out about the first rehearsal the night before, and I didn't get the offer, or they sent us the offer the night before, and I was gonna reject it because my family and I were supposed to go on vacation, and they ended up going on vacation without me because you know, I got
They went
offered
on
last
vacation
minute.
without you?
Well, they planned the vacation with like other people. It was like like
Yeah.
other families, and so my plan was like, so I had two offers. I know this is like a sidetrack, but I had to either perform with like Andrea Bocelli. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's a singer.
I can say that.
Yeah, he's like an opera singer. Anyways, so I got the opportunity to perform with him again, or do this opera, and I was gonna do the Bocelli one because I was like, okay, that's only the weekend, so I can go on this trip with my family and then fly back in. Versus like this opera is like the whole week. And so I was gonna do that. My professor was like, I need you to fill in for me. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm the only bass player in this thing. And there's all these people who've had this music for way longer than me. I've had this music for less than like 12 hours at this rate because I found I got hired in the morning. And then they're like, oh yeah, you're hired. Just come tonight. And I was like, oh God. So but
Dude.
that's the only time I get like nervous, other than like me literally like for my senior recital I was a little nervous because I'm like, I don't like playing solos unless like if I'm in an orchestra and playing the solo, whatever, but like me just being the solo is like, no, I don't like that. I'm like, I don't like being the center of attention of like
I
the music
completely
performance.
understand that,
And
yeah.
so I'm like for my senior recital it's literally me for an hour playing, like just me and a pianist. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I was like a little nervous, but I was like, whatever, because at the same time I was like, well, the people are coming here to like are people I invited, and I'm like, you know, it's not gonna be a big deal. Like they just want to see me do well, and I'm just, you know, gonna try my best. I was tired.
It's awesome though that you're having like that many like different like offers and whatnot like so early on to
Yeah.
a career that you could say
Yeah.
of musician.
And that's the goal, and then hopefully this job works out. And
I'm excited for you, bro.
Hopefully,
I'm super excited.
if it works out, I'll be set. I will, you know, just have a job, and I don't even need to continue school and stuff. So that'd be good.
Yeah, and doing what you love, a passion, absolutely.
Yes, no, I remind myself every day. I'm like, you know, I'm fortunate to do this and be able to do it as a living and do it as my career. That's
Well, that's why I would love to like take streaming and whatnot as like a
Oh, yeah.
passion, as everything. Because I mean, not only do I love it, but I would love to make it into a career.
sure.
You know, just to do what you love, to work with like companies and people
Yeah.
within the industry that can connect you to this and that. Like I remember, so I love the Far Cry games. I have no clue
Sure.
what it is about it. I love the Far Cry games. And I remember seeing there was somebody who's on the front page being paid by EA to play
Their
Far
game.
Cry 6. And they were on the front page of Twitch. Not only were they getting paid, but they were also getting exposure along with
Right.
it and everything. And I'm just like, I want to be that guy. Like, I want to be that person on the front page, playing a game they love, getting paid for it, and like having a good time with it. I'm like, that would be a blast. That'd be so much fun. So
Yeah.
I completely understand what you mean, like taking what you love and trying to, you know, make it into a career and everything. So
I'm sure. Hopefully it'll work out for both of us. I know
Yeah.
people ask me, they're like, if you do get this like musician thing, like, will you stop streaming? And I'm like, no, I'll keep streaming. Like,
Yeah.
I love streaming. Like, I stream because I have
Start streaming
fun.
your music and everything. How crazy would that be?
You know, I always feel like when I do like my music streams, like where I'm practicing and stuff, I'm like, not self-conscious because I'm like, it is me just practicing. But at the same time, there's some people who are like, Like, it's just those musicians who are like, you're like this and this and this, or you can fix this and that. And I'm like,
yeah.
that's why
Just
I'm practicing.
Like I'm just practicing.
This is not a performance.
Yeah. Some people are just perfectionists and they feel like they have to step in and, feel like they always have to put their input in.
Yeah.
And they can't just let you practice and
Yeah.
let you figure it out.
And sometimes, like, for example, like, one of my channel redemptions is, like, if you requested, I mean, I can't really do it as often anymore, but, like, if you requested a song, I would play the song on, like, my bass, electric bass. So then I would just do it in the moment. And, it's not going to be perfect because I'm listening to it either for the first time ever because, I might not know the song. Or if I do know it, it's going to be rough either way because I'm like, I practiced it. So I'm like, here you go. And I try to do it. And some people are like, oh, that wasn't, like, in tune or whatever. I'm like, it's a redemption. The person who asked for me to play it appreciates it.
Trying. Exactly. And, I mean, at least for me personally, I mean, no matter what it is in life, I mean, as long as you're trying, I mean, that's all anybody can ever ask from you, man. As long as you're, actually trying.
I certainly try my best.
Yeah.
No, at the end of the day, it's about them appreciating it anyways. It's not like they're requesting it, and, I'm trying my best to provide that request.
Yeah, and like you said, the person who requested it, if they appreciate it, then what's it matter who else it
and I always tell them, I'm like, look, this will not be perfect. I'm just going to let you know right now. If you want to wait and let me try it, like, a few days later and listen to it more, and go ahead. If you want me to play it right now, I'll play it right now.
Try your best.
So, yeah. Alrighty. I know we went on a little tangent there.
Yeah, dude. That was
You're
good.
good.
That was a good talk, though. Yeah, that was great.
So, back to Twitch stuff. Do you remember, by chance, who was your first collab with?
Oh, my
Or,
first
like,
collab?
well, before even that, what were your thoughts on collabs?
But I mean, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Bringing two people together, doing what they both love to do, and sharing the experience, the audience, the memories, and everything like that. I think collabs are great. But the only thing is at least me personally, I like to collab with the right person.
Agreed.
And I'm very picky when it comes to people. And dude, it's I'm not the biggest person of bringing people on stream and like in chat room or like in voice comms, but some people are really good with it. They kind of like understand that. I don't know, one of my biggest pet peeves, I guess I could say, is whenever we're collabing and they don't have push to talk on. And they're talking to their chat
Oh my
room,
gosh, yeah.
but it goes through to yours. Chat and talking as well, and it's just like, I don't know. So I'm really picky whenever it comes to people, whenever I do a collab with. But I mean, I love the idea. I love the idea with the right person, absolutely. To, like I said, bring together audiences, experiences, and memories. I think it's awesome. But the first collab I think I ever did, she was the first friend I met on Twitch. Her name was Sergeant Buzzoff, and I actually ended up going to her wedding.
Yo!
It was so cool.
Oh, is that? Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, Sergeant Buzzoff, dude. She's really cool. We randomly met in an Overwatch video game. It was an Overwatch match. We were chilling, we were hanging. She pops in comms. She's like, "Yo, what's up, everybody?" And I would just jokingly respond back. I'm like, "Yo, what's up? How you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, nothing much, man. Like, what's good with you?" Like, we're just kind of matching each other's energy. And I'm joking with chat room. I'm like, "Yo, guys, she's future wifey right here. Like, this is the next girl." Just joking with chat room.
Sure, yeah.
And this dude, our other teammate, comes out of nowhere, and he's just like, "Guys, shut up!" Like, just being rude for no reason.
Sure, yeah.
And we're like, "Hey, man, like, yo, screw you! Like, yo, we're trying to have a good time and whatnot." So
sounds
we
like the Overwatch experience.
Yeah, sounds like Overwatch right there. And she was like, "Hey, I don't mean it like it sounded like a promotion way, but like my chat like thinks you're so funny." And I was like, "That's crazy because my chat room thinks you're funny as well." And they're like, "Wait, you're streaming?" And I was like, "Wait, what's your stream?"
You're streaming too.
Yeah. So then we started following each other there, and we backed out, picked each other up, and I mean, I guess you could say that was my like first official collab. stream was with her, because we just partied up and we played for about like 2 hours after that. Played for a good 2 hours.
Nice.
And then I had to hop out. But yeah, I mean, we talked a whole lot after that. We played a lot more games. We streamed together a lot. And then, like I said, she ended up getting her boyfriend turned into fiance, to a husband, and
yeah.
I was there.
And you were
for
there.
Her wedding,
That's
and
great.
It was all because of an Overwatch game and Twitch, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Which is wild.
And
And it's
about
all
that
because we just queued into the same Overwatch game at the same time and got lucky out of the thousands of games that were looking to come there. And it's and yeah, so that's crazy.
That is crazy. No, yeah. I was going to say that I'm like the same way, though. I'm very picky with like stream stuff, because I know like for me, a lot of it's like the vibe and the energy, and same like some people just don't vibe. Like it's nothing rude, but like for stream setting, they don't vibe.
That's what I'm saying. Or like you've seen my stream, you know how I am. So I hate it whenever people are like kind of quiet, because then I feel like I'm annoying that person. Or I also hate it whenever they're like too active and like trying to like if I'm playing with someone who's not streaming and they're like too hyper and they seem like they're kind of just like trying to steal the spotlight from the streamer, if that makes sense. Like in a respectful way, it's kind of like playing your role. Like you're
people don't do that.
Stream of supporting that streamer, like make some funny moments, but don't steal the spotlight for that streamer. Set them up, have a conversation, fill the dead spots, but don't steal the spotlight from the streamer.
Yeah, you're supposed to be like a complimentary piece.
Yeah, and there's only a few people that I could say that I've found that are actually like that. But yeah, I mean, I love the idea of having other people, because streaming with friends or having people on stream, I mean, it definitely helps relieve a lot of pressure from you.
No, yeah.
Or it can add pressure with the wrong person.
Oh, true. Yeah, and you're like, oh god, we just gotta get through this and never again.
Yeah, that's what I hate, is those streams where you're playing with a person. You're like, I need to play enough to make it not look like I'm trying to dip early, but not play too long, so I'm not miserable for my own sake. Absolutely.
Thankfully, I don't think I've had that issue so far, but then I'm so picky that I'm like, I try to avoid that. I'm like, I know I need to vibe with this person.
Yeah. If you get to that spot when you're in the stream and it's going horrible, you already like, it's too late. Like, you messed up somewhere. Like, yeah, you messed up somewhere choosing this person. It happens. I mean, it's happened.
That's rough.
You know, a few times for me. So that's why I'm so picky with who I have on my stream.
No, that's understandable. I think I'm like, for me, I'm like, not that I'm impatient, but there's certain things where I'm like just intolerant of, and I'm like, I feel like I would just get so annoyed if I'm like just being forced to be there, because I'm like, I'm not having fun. I don't know if they're having fun or not, but like I'm being forced to. And I've had that not only with like people, but even specific games. I don't remember what game I streamed once, but I was like, does anyone on stream even enjoy this? Because I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. I don't know.
Dude.
Oh, I remember. It was Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I think it was what it was. And I started streaming it. It was the first time I ever played an Assassin's Creed. And I only played it because I like got the code for free, I think. And so I was like, sure, whatever, I'll try it. I streamed it for one game. And I was like, okay, well, maybe the first day was like, it's getting into it. And then I streamed it the second time. I was like, bruh. This is boring.
Yeah, dude, the game for me that was like that was the most recent Life is Strange, True Colors.
I didn't play it. Yeah.
Me personally, dude, I thought it was so slow and it was so boring. And you know how you can refund a game on Steam if you've only played less than 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
So it hit the 1 hour and 50-minute mark, and I was like, yo, chat, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I am not having a good time. Like, this is horrible. I was like, would anyone be mad if I just quit the game and refunded it? Because that's a $60 game.
Is it
like,
really?
Dude, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm like, a $60 game, dude. I just would rather put that money to something else. So
a game you actually enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, chat, if I were to back out right now, who would hate me? And luckily, everyone was really cool. You know, everyone was like, dude, Glitch, if you're not having a good time, then we're not having a good time. So I was like,
That's always been like my philosophy, like for my channel. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, like if I don't want to play something, like I don't want to play it. It's a miserable experience for you guys. It's a miserable experience for me because like you're not getting like the most excited or happy version of me. I'm like suffering, and I'm like I don't want to play this, and I don't even know if you guys enjoy this.
But it's also like the times that you are excited, it's so forced, and you can tell when it's forced, and you're like, your community is like it just kind of is such like an awkward like. Yeah, we can tell he's not having a good time, but we don't want to like say that he's not having a good time because that would just be weird, you know. So yeah, no, that's always been me, and that's one of like my I guess biggest tips if I were to give one for streaming is make sure you're having a good time because no one is going to watch you be miserable.
Exactly.
Someone would rather you like watch what you're doing. Even if they have no clue what it is, as long as you're genuinely excited about it and you're having a good time, people will vibe with that so much easier than, you know, you being miserable on screen.
No, I definitely,
there's no point. There's no point for it.
I do that a lot. There's like certain times where like, you know what? I don't care. I love this game. I'm playing this game. Like we're gonna play it.
So recently, my community has been clowning me so hard for playing Dead by Daylight so much. I've just been enjoying Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Everyone, I mean, I think it's more of just kind of like a gag, kind of like a joke, like, oh, Dead by Daylight sleepers and whatnot. But dude, it's just been something that I've been really enjoying. And I'm like, yo, guys, look, I don't know what to tell you. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. I'm gonna play it. So yeah, so we end up doing. Also, do you happen to see that right there?
What's that?
I don't know. I've never seen that before. Unless it was.
I don't see anything on your screen. No.
Okay, I'm going crazy. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Maybe I'm just going crazy.
I'm like, do you mean the desk or counter behind you?
No, it was like a weird ghosting effect. Never mind. Move on. Sorry.
You're fine.
Dude, I have no clue what that was.
That's funny. So going to continuing, I guess this whole concept of like community, like what was your goals? Because I know you said you saw people going like different directions with like their communities, like when you were first like a viewer before you ever became a streamer.
Yeah.
So like, I guess what were your goals with your community? Because like indirectly it inspired you to stream because you're like, fine, I'll do it myself.
The idea of people just coming together for the streamer, no matter what they're playing, no matter what they're doing. You know, people that come into chat room are just like, hey, what's up? And you know, like I actually know the people behind the username, some more than others obviously, but like, you know, the fact that like I can look at a username and have like a personality for the most part behind that person, and I always just thought that was so cool. Like there's somebody that I watch, she averages about like 1.5k viewers and everything like that, but you know, every single time she streams, for the most part it's still the same people, and she's always like, oh hey Timothy, like how's it going, how's the kids or whatever, like, oh, how did that job interview go? You know, the fact that she could just like sit down and it would just look like she's just chilling and talking to friends, I guess you could say, where she's just chilling, she's playing the game, she's vibing with it, the chat room's vibing with it, and I definitely think we are achieving the community what's the word I'm looking for? Like the community personality bond. Yeah. I think we're definitely achieving that. I just want to elevate it and take it to a broader audience. But everything that we have currently, dude, I'm so happy with. But yeah, just kind of like that.
I'm definitely the same. I'm like, that's definitely was my mentality going in, because I know like for the longest time I might have been streaming certain games because it's like, you know, this is just what I streamed, but I'm like, I don't want to be known for streaming only this game. I guess in your case like for Dead by Daylight, but I was like, I don't want to be known as like, for example, I guess the one big games was like, there was one period where I just streamed a lot of Splatoon. and like people came in. I'm like, bro, I don't even like this game anymore. Like it's Snore. I don't know what it was. Or Smash is the same thing. And I love Smash. Don't get me wrong, but like I just couldn't stream it anymore.
Play so much, yeah. Like I would never want to be known as like, oh hey, you're that one game streamer, aren't you? And it's like, no,
I'm
I
not.
like that game, but like like how people would say, I don't know, who's a good example?
Ninja with Fortnite.
Yeah, like Ninja's a Fortnite streamer, but
and he changes to anything else, and his views just.
Yeah, and I don't want
that. No, I don't. I'm like, I just want people, because my whole goal is like, I want people to come because like they enjoy like the community, they enjoy like me as a personality, not like what I'm playing.
Not because of the game. Yeah,
like, I could care less about what I'm playing.
Not to say that type of streamer is bad.
No, it's not for me either.
Yeah.
I definitely
clearly they're doing something right. If
yeah,
they can stream a game and get above 10K viewers and people are there for it, and if they're enjoying it, they're having a good time. Absolutely,
it's true. But then when they feel locked, that's the problem because they're like, I want to change.
That's a huge thing. Yeah, feeling locked, feeling like you can't branch out.
Because like I know for me, I'm like. There's times where I'm like, I think about it. I'm like I say it as a joke. Like, for example, when Pokemon Unite came out, I started playing that game a lot. And, like, I was like, yeah, I'm actually pretty good at this because I got into, like, Master's Rank, whatever. And I'm like, yo, like, as a joke, I'm going to be a Pokemon Unite streamer.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way I could do this. Like, I just would get too bored. I'm like, I can't play that, like, same game over and over and over and over and over and
That's
over.
my thing. I mean, I'll go on binges of games, but, I mean, to be known for that game and to put thousands, like, okay, one game that I played a lot, and I mean, I still do, is Apex. And for a little bit, a lot of people are kind of be like, oh, yo, Glitch is like an Apex streamer. And it's like, dude, I like Apex, but, dude, playing
not exclusively.
Again, it would just, I'd get burnt out. I would stop enjoying it, and I feel like the vibes of the stream would just plummet.
I get that. Like, there's certain games that, like, for me, for the longest time, I was like, I love Overwatch, and like, I tend to play. There's certain games I just don't stream, and Overwatch is one of those games. Like, I love it, dude. I'll play it off stream all the time, but like for some reason, I was like, this game doesn't click with my community, and I'm like, oh well.
Oh, really?
And I'm until I started doing like these community nights where I'm like, all right, everyone can just hop on, and we'll have like a lobby of like 12 or 14 people, and we'll play like our own custom matches, and that's where I have it fun. I'm like, that's just fun because everyone can get involved. But like when it's just me playing,
custom games that you have, because they're so troll. They're so fun.
Yeah,
they're
but
so fun.
Even like I'll just do like a regular like quick play match, or like a competitive rules, but with like we'll do like in the park style. And like, all right, I pick you and you pick you, and we'll just go down the line, cool. And we're like, all right, we made our teams, and we go in and duke it out, switch the teams up next time, switch captains, and it's super fun.
That's fun.
So like
that actually just sounds like a good time, just nice, chill, relax.
So like that's like my Overwatch like content now, I guess, because I'm like, I can't stream this game, no one wants to watch it.
Yeah, some games click, some games don't. Like,
it's true.
There's some games that are like, I'm like, oh yeah, this game's gonna be great, it's gonna be a lot of fun, I'm gonna enjoy it, and then it just ends up flopping, and it's just
true.
Like, you just get devastated.
Some games are just not streamable. That's all it is. It's just and you love it, and you're like, oh well.
Yep. It's just how it is sometimes, you know.
True.
But
as long as the community's there and supports you regardless, that's all that matters. And I've been getting that same sense for my community. Like, I've been really happy recently. I'm like, oh, my community's finally feeling like a little community. Like, we got something going. Because I know for me, like, I know there'd be some people who are like solid, but it's not like they show up all the time, and so it's like super spotty. So I'm like, okay, but now we're like getting this like little community. And I know like when I was streaming like way long ago, that people are like, would you even want to be like for example, like would you want to be like a big streamer? Because they're like, I like this like whole sense of like a small community. I'm like, yeah, well, I like the small community, of course. Like, it's like, you know, I would love to have my cake and eat it too. Like, you know, who wouldn't want to be like bigger and have it? But like that's where you have like, you just gotta get to know everyone individually. Like, it's totally doable. It just comes down to the streamer and like how much they engage with each of the people, not only like on stream but off stream too.
Off stream, Discords and Twitters and you know, comment sections of Instagram. Yeah, I've had that question asked to me too. You know, of like, oh, what would one of your biggest concerns be if you were to become a big streamer, and that would definitely be one of them. Is,
Definitely.
becoming too big to, like, you know, people who are at like 50,000 K or something like that. Let's just say, like, you can't read that chat room.
No.
Like, that's
scary.
That's insane. Yeah, is to be so big that you would have to end up resorting to like not being able to read chat room,
or like limiting your chat to like, let's say subscriber only or
Subs
follower only.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
at that point,
like
probably
having
subscriber. Yeah.
that small, you know, knit fit, you know, everyone's vibing, everyone's having a good time. They understand like the community of everything. So yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from with that being a concern.
Oh yeah, it's a hard thing to balance, and like for me personally, I always make it like such a mission that I'm like, I need to respond to everyone in chat, because I'm like, for me, I'm like, when I watch a streamer, I like when they engage, because like for me, I know that like everyone has like their own preference on watching. Some people are lurkers and that's all they do, and they just like to lurk in the streams, and totally okay. And like for me, I'm someone who's like, I like to engage with the streamer. Like if they're talking and they like see my message, I like for them to respond back, you know. And like, I'm not saying they I need your undivided
respond back to me
yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
or I'm leaving the stream.
No, yeah, I'm not saying that, but like, you know, it's always nice when they're like, oh, hi, so and so, and then, you know, that's how you build
I
like
definitely
the
agree with
friendships and like getting to know them and like the personalities behind people, because it's like, sure, like let's say I don't know someone like IRL, but like I know their personality based off the way they talk in streams, and then even on Discords or whatever.
You can definitely see what people are like, for the most part, in real life, off stream, depending on how they act on stream.
True.
I feel like, you know, if they're super, you know, they come in, or you come in and they're like super inviting, they're like, oh hey, what's up, Caesar, oh it's so good to see you, how you doing, like actually care enough to try to get to know you and everything like that. You can tell that they're just, you know, good, wholesome people who are just trying to do what they love.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I have definitely a passion for it, so no, I agree. I tend to lurk for bigger streamers.
Well, yeah, because at that point it's like,
Yeah. At that point, yeah, my message is not being read, but yeah, I'm the same way. If it's a smaller streamer, I love to be like, hey, what's up, and get that kind of community aspect into it. Yeah, connection up into it, and just seeing them around is always a pleasure.
And I remember before, or when I was starting to stream, I remember thinking, I was like, because I would stream and I was like, why do people like streams? Like, not like literally like why, but like I was genuinely curious, because I was like, how can people just like sit and watch a stream for like hours?
My brother's the same way.
And like, but that was like when I started. Obviously now I totally get it because I do it all the time. But like at the start, I was like, I don't get it. Like, you just sit there, and it first started clicking when I started like working at this point. And I was doing like an office job, and so then I was like, oh, I'll just have like a stream or like a video. First it started with like hour-long videos, and I was like, oh, I need to like listen to more like of whatever this video is. And then you start getting into longer and longer videos, and the next thing you know, you're like, oh, streams just make sense. It's just content for however long.
Yeah. Not only that, but people can drop in and drop out whenever they want, and everything like that. Because my brother, he was the same way. Like I was trying to explain it to, my mom. I was trying to explain it to my mom, and she was like, so people just like watch you for like hours? Like, why would they do that? And I'm like, dude, like, because there's more to it than just watching the video game be played. In my opinion, like.
You go for the personality and the people there.
And the community. Yeah, because not only that, not only if I pop into a chat room of like a really good streamer friend of mine, not only am I saying hi to him, I'm also saying hi to his community, because like we've all gotten really close. We all like, you know, at least say hi to each other. Hey, how's it going?
I'd say half the experience is the chat. Because like for me, sometimes I'm like, man, this stream is like not dead, but like sometimes when chat's just not there, you're just like, well, this is like, it's not his like peak potential.
Yeah, no, I completely understand what you mean. I mean, it's always better with more people. I mean, what isn't whenever you come to like entertainment, you know, the less people you have, it can be kind of discouraging and everything. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, even sometimes I still get kind of like discouraged and whatnot. I'm like, oh, what am I doing wrong? But I mean, sometimes it's just, you
I'm
know,
sure we
people are
all
busy,
go
people
through
got
that.
stuff to do. Yeah, I mean, every streamer has gone through that. Come on, at least once. You know,
Once like a
but,
week.
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, more times than you'd want to.
No, it's definitely
But,
true.
yeah.
It's just,
But I mean,
it's like
it
innate. We all
happens.
just do it, whether, and you know, it's just getting through that, because we all get through into our own heads, and we're like, oh darn, like what am I doing wrong? Like I could be doing, like I feel like I'm doing this and that, and, you know.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, it's just not enough apparently, and then you're like, well, what can I do? And it just kind of seems, you know, like you're just in this endless loop. But whenever you're at those highs and you do have everyone in your chat room,
it's just
and
peak
you're-
perfection.
Yeah, dude, and you just feel so good. Yeah, like you said, you're just at your peak.
It's a wonderful vibe
like
you're just
high-
going on. You know, you just,
Yeah,
it's the sense of community, and
absolutely,
you're
yeah.
like, man, we're all here together. Like it's
Yeah.
not about you. Like sure, it's your stream, but your stream is just like getting everyone together. It's the whole community aspect.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's another thing too that I think is crazy. Like, especially like with the bigger streamers, like whenever they end their stream, everyone like is all like, "Oh, good night, good night, yeah,
Bye,
good night."
see you
like,
later,
not only the
whatever.
streamer, but like good night to the chat room, and like you know, then they all just kind of part ways until
Yeah,
next stream, and
until
then they
next
all
time.
come together. Yeah, and I just think that's so cool. So I'd love to be that person to bring everybody together.
That's nice. Well, that's true. It's definitely like a goal of ours. Alrighty, next subjects. TikTok. You passed 4,000 on TikTok.
Dude,
That's crazy
why?
too. I know.
Holy
Almost 3,000
moly.
on Twitch
Yeah.
and 4,000 on TikTok.
That's crazy. That's only recently became big. Not huge, but
Sure.
like, you know, started getting momentum.
Traction,
and, like,
yeah.
rolling. Yeah, traction and whatnot. Yeah, 4,000 on TikTok.
That's a.
That's-
Did
bro,
you think
my
you'd get there?
brain-
Did you ever think your TikTok would pass your Twitch?
No, dude. Okay, I started it off as just like a joke because I saw other people do it, you know, and make stuff like stream, like, you know, they would just take audios that
clip
they
or
listen
something.
to, yeah, or clips, that as well. But yeah, like audios, they take an audio and then they make it stream related. And I saw other people do it, and I was like, oh, this is super funny. And then I was like, why don't I do it? And
Yeah.
I started it, and I mean, for the most part, it's gotten a lot of positive feedback. So, I mean, a lot of people have been liking them and everything like that, and you know, following, and which is so awesome, which is crazy.
No, that's great. Do you remember when you started your first video? Do you remember your first video by chance?
Yes, I
you?
do remember my first video, dude. I thought it was so funny. I got really heavy inspiration from somebody else, and I remember my first video. It was the premise of it was everything starts off super calm, and then towards the end, everything gets like crazy type thing. So it was about whenever a troll comes into chat room. And I was playing the role of like a female streamer. I was like, oh, hey guys, what's up? And then it was like a troll walks into the chat room and is like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, show me your ass or something like
I
that.
think I
So it was all
remember that.
calm. Yeah, so
I think
everything
I
was all
remember this.
calm. Troll comes in, and then it shows these mods, like the mods.
Yes,
like, yeah, like the
yes.
mods
I
come
remember
in.
this.
One busts through the door, one's jumping over a bed, the other one comes in with like a sniper, just like take him out and everything like that. I don't know. I thought it was super funny.
I
Yeah,
remember because I was
making
like,
that
yo,
TikTok.
is that
Yeah.
me in there?
Yeah, and I remember thinking, this is the biggest TikTok ever. This is gonna be huge. Everyone's gonna love it. I'm gonna be famous. And I posted it and got like 15 views. But I loved it, and I still think to this day, this is probably one of my favorite TikToks. Not only because it was the first one, but I mean, I still think the actual concrete structure of it.
It's all started from there.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been thinking about reposting it. Not gonna lie. Now
Sure.
that there's more people.
More people.
Why not? You know.
Yeah, no,
Like,
definitely.
Only 15 people saw the first one, or so it.
Time
did
to
blow
bump it up
yours.
to
Yeah,
16.
yeah, time
Let's
to-
go.
Yeah. Now we're going to 16, boys. Yeah. So I remember that TikTok. That was so funny.
So
love
what?
that one.
So you were just basically inspired by like seeing other people post similar
Yeah,
content.
just seeing other streamers do it and everything like that, and like seeing, I guess one of the biggest people that I saw. Do you know who Jordy2D is? by
Jordy
chance?
2D.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I can look it up.
So yeah, so he posts videos on TikTok, and his TikTok ended up blowing up, and he started playing with like big people like
Oh,
Tim
it's
Tatman and whatnot.
this guy.
Yeah, and it all started with him just posting on TikTok, and he was able to not only blow up his TikTok, but he also blew up his Twitch.
Yeah.
He's now chilling, no matter whenever he streams, you know, around 1,000 viewers and whatnot.
Sure, that's
from
great.
Twitch or from TikTok. I'm just like, hey, if he can do it,
why not you?
Yeah, so
Take advantage, grow on every platform.
Yeah, yeah, and that's kind of been my goal, is just, you know, try to find a platform and grow off of it. And
definitely, if you can grow on multiple, and they like push each other at the same time, because it's like, all right, my TikTok grows, that means my Twitch grows. If my Twitch grows, my TikTok grows.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I feel like they play off each other whenever you do it right and you promote it in the same, like, you know.
And it reaches more people.
Hey, more eyes on your content, no complaints. No complaints whatsoever. So yeah, and not only that, but say if someone keeps on scrolling through and they just happen to see, you know, my face or like my background or something like that, say one night they just scroll through Twitch and they're like, I recognize that, let me click on that, and then they come in.
There's your viewer.
Like, oh my god, hey, yeah, and then boom, that's and that's all it takes. Yeah, even if it's one viewer at the time, I still feel like it can scale up to much more. So.
Yeah, that's the thing with like Twitch. It's the only way you can be found technically is when you're live.
That's
with TikTok, it's like, it's always like, there.
Yeah, like I've been doing TikTok lives recently.
Have you?
Yeah, so
I think I missed them.
So you play the game, but you can't do it on your PC. So you have
it's just your face cam.
Yeah, and
I've seen that. Yeah,
it's my face, but I have a camera, or I have a mirror.
So you can see. So you can see it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, here.
No worries. I was gonna say, guys, in chat, if you're listening.
So basically, what you do is you take the mirror and you prop your phone up like this, and then you angle the mirror like so at the monitor. And
that's
so
great,
you have
though.
the face cam, but you can also see the gameplay. I've seen other people do it. It looks goofy as heck, but TikTok, just the discoverability is insane on TikTok.
It is.
Compared to Twitch, where, like you said, the only time you can technically grow on Twitch at the most performance is when you're live. And even when you're live, the only way that you truly get discovered is it's based off of numbers. If you're higher the numbers, you're up here. If you're lower the numbers, you're down here. And for the most part, who's going to scroll all the way down there? So try to grow on other platforms. Bring it into Twitch. That will put you up there more.
That's true.
At least that's been the strategy.
Hey, it's working.
Yeah.
You're getting somewhere. No, you're doing well.
Hey, so we're trying it. We're trying it. Absolutely, yeah. So we're just gonna kind of keep on doing it.
Yeah, no, it's working. I was gonna say, how do you come up with like daily videos or like sometimes 2 videos a day?
Yeah, dude. Okay. So
I respect that grind. That's crazy.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, it's So I made a pact to myself. I want to say about 2 or 3 months ago that I wanted to post at least 2 to 4 videos a day. I've never done
day.
A day.
Oh my god.
6 months straight.
Oh my god, that is a commitment.
What it would be like 2 to 4 videos a day for 6 months. We're currently in month like 2 or 3, I want to say.
Third
Granted,
of the way.
sometimes it is a repost, or sometimes it's something that I've already posted before. But it's just getting that out there is crazy. But yeah, what I'll do is I spend a lot of time on TikTok anyways, just viewing content, because I don't know, I just love TikTok. And I'll just be scrolling through, and if I hear an audio, I'll see how can I make that stream
into
related?
your own
how
way.
can I make that Twitch related? How can I make that into my own way? And I have 2 different accounts. I have my main account, which is my streaming one that just hit 4,000. Super awesome. And then I have like a private account. And what I do is I'll DM that video to myself, so that way when I go into
your main account,
my main account,
or your streaming account,
yeah, and whenever I go into that account, I can just open the DM with myself, get the video, get the audio, and make my version of it.
Yeah, that's great.
For the most part, I can remember what it is off the dome of like what I was like had in mind earlier. But if I forget, then I'll just kind of make something up real quick. and yeah, so I've been trying to do that.
Good
like I
luck
said,
on your
2 to
goal then.
4 days or 2 to 4
For a day.
Yeah, so it's definitely a lot more work than I think people think that it is.
Yes.
Because not only do you have to find the videos, but the creativity, and then not only all
Editing
that, but you
it.
also got to find the motivation. Yeah, to edit and film it. But like, granted, it's only like a 15-second clip.
Sure.
But I mean, I've been enjoying it. I mean, honestly, and seeing all the positive feedback from it and everyone. Like I said, for the most part, I can't tell you how many times people are like, "Oh, dude, I see you on TikTok, super funny," or how many people I've met through TikTok, whether that be other creators or viewers. They're like, "I found you through TikTok," and I'm just like, "I'm gonna keep it up."
You got to keep that grind up. Well,
yeah, just gotta keep it up because if it's 1 or 2 people, today, hopefully we can make it into 4 to 8 people a day.
Yeah,
and more
just
and more
keeps
and more.
going up and up and up.
Kind of take that snowball and keep it going. So that's been the strategy so far.
Well, you got 4 more months to go then, my friend.
4 more months to go. Absolutely.
Do you think after that goal, do you think you'd still keep going up at that pace? Probably, I assume.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It just becomes a habit at that point.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's just a habit at that point, and then it's also a sense of like, oh, well, I was able to do it beforehand for 6 months. Why can't I do it now? Like, why don't I just keep on continuing on with it? So, yeah, I'll probably keep it going, in all honesty, until either the newest platform that's super big for streamers come out, or I drop dead. So
whichever happens first.
Yeah. Whichever one happens first. It just, you never know.
You never know. Oh gosh, let's hope it's the former and not the latter.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
I was going to say, by the way, anyone in chat, if you would like to ask a question as we're getting closer to wrapping up, feel free to just write a question down in the chat and it'll be read momentarily.
It's going to be like, how big is Glitch's forehead?
Well, time to pull out the tape measure.
Yeah. Let's pull out the ruler here. Let's get everything all, measured up. So, absolutely.
But, I guess just one question. Hopefully this doesn't go too lengthy, but your team. I know you're on. Is it Caladrius?
Dude, I had the biggest and hardest time trying to pronounce that. People who were there, like PS4 or Rachel or Autumn, even whenever I was talking about the team, because before I even got on the team and they kind of offered it to me, I always bring everything to my mods. I want to talk to them because I want to incorporate them, especially into some of the bigger decisions, because I want them to, 1, feel like they're a part of a team, and 2, I respect their opinions and their thoughts, because
I agree.
they're people who know me the most, and they would think that's a good idea. So yeah, I would call it Caladrius, like something crazy. It's Team Caladrius.
Okay.
That's how you pronounce it. Took me forever to get it down. I was the same way like you.
Did you get it before or after you signed with them?
Wait, what is it?
Did you get the name before or after you were with them?
After? It was after. Even when I was on the team, dude,
like,
I was like, I don't know how to pronounce this at all, and I felt so bad because I was like, I'm on this team, I don't even know how to pronounce it. But we're good now. We're good now.
That's
and
funny.
Everyone has been so nice and so kind.
So how did it come about? You said they came to you. Is that how it
came to me? Yeah, which is really crazy. I was chilling. I was just doing my normal stream, just chatting, talking to the community and everything like that. And this person, her name is Pineapple Sandwich. And she came in the chat room, just normal viewer that I thought of at the time. I was just like, hey, normal viewer. I was like, what's up? And she was like, oh, hey, I really like your neon sign back there. Where did you get it? And I was like, oh, if you want the link, I'll DM it to you. Sure, why not? I'll help anybody out who's genuinely curious. And she was like, oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. So we went on with the rest of that stream. She talked a little bit more, but nothing too crazy. I just thought it was a normal viewer at the time. Didn't think twice of it. Turns out after that stream, clicked on her channel, turned out she's a streamer too. I was like, okay, cool. Yo, let me follow her because she was really
Sure,
cool in my
yeah.
chat room. I'll say something. What's up with her and her stream? She streams the next day. I pop in the chat room. Hey, what's up? So good to see you and everything like that. And we do that for about 5-6 days. And she's like, hey, Glitch, I don't mean to budge, but do you check your DMs on Twitch? And I was like, never. Why? Like,
I
I've
know.
never checked my DMs on Twitch. She sent me a message 5 days ago. 5 days ago, asking about being on the team. She really liked the vibe of my stream. She's like, I'm a team manager of this little team called Team Glitchh. If you're interested, you know, we'd love to bring you into a Discord, kind of talk about it and everything like that. Here's the links. Here's kind of what we do. And they would just show me around. Dude, it took me 5 days. I left that person pineapple undelivered. The stream manager of this team, I just left him undelivered. And I felt so bad. But yeah, I came in, talked to her, talked to a lot of other people on the team, and they were just so nice. They were so genuine. This isn't the first team I've been invited to.
Sure.
But every single team that I've been invited to, I would look through their website, or I'd look at them or like the people and talk to them. And there's just something about it. It's just super sketchy, super off-putting. I didn't like the vibe at all from the team, so
Sure.
I'd always reject them. But this is the first team that I looked at the website and I'm like, dude, this looks cool.
Legit.
This looks legit. Yeah, this looks promising. So I told him, I was like, I'll join the team.
Nice.
And
And here you are.
so nice. Yeah, they've been so nice. I've met so many great streamers through them. And like I said, like earlier, how we were talking about collabing, you know, it's a lot of like, hey, here's my community. They have their community. We kind of bring them together. We kind of, you know, interlock them you know, like bring them together and everything like that. And I mean, it's been awesome. It's been an amazing place to make connections. And friends, honestly, like really good friends.
It's
People
great.
about, so.
Yeah, I've never any invitations, but I've never seeked it out either. So I've always just wondered.
Well, see, I was the same way. I never seeked it out either, and it was whenever Lotus got on Team Nocturnal.
Nocturnal
if she's
GG.
still on the team. Yeah,
she
Nocturnal
is.
GG. It wasn't until she got on that team, and I've never even thought about a team. I've never even questioned it. I've never even really cared. I'm like, I'm just streaming to stream, have fun.
Sure. Yeah.
And she got on that team, and I messaged her. I was like, hey, like, what are your thoughts on the team? Like, do you think it's actually worth it? Do you think it's beneficial? And she was actually really cool, and she gave me a lot of insight on teams and everything. And with that knowledge, and then it was a few months after that, like I said, that team seeked me out. And then boom. So
there you are.
This is that, yeah.
Very nice.
So,
I've always thought about like, I know it's unrealistic, but like the thought of making a team. And I was like,
dude,
that's a lot of
imagine.
work. Like, it'd be cool though.
Yeah. I don't want to go into the story because honestly, it's kind of embarrassing. But PS4 can back it up if she's here. I don't know if
She
she's
is
in the
here.
chat room. Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. So
She asked her
PS4 probably
question.
a thing called Lucid. It was something that me and my brother had a great idea of making a team and doing all this and that, dude. I don't talk about it. I kind of bury it a lot hard, like really hard, because I'm so embarrassed of it, dude. I don't know. That was just, every time it gets brought up, it just like brings like a nervous chill down my spine, dude.
It's like a core memory, but in all the wrong ways.
Yeah, but like I don't want anybody to know. Hopefully, I don't think anybody knows. Well, I mean, now I just told you, but
Sure.
yeah, like PS4. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, I would love to make a team. Absolutely, that would be so cool.
It'd be one of those things. Like, you know, you always see all these people have one, so you're like, why not make your own? Like,
yeah,
that's effort,
I thought about that way about a clothing line too. Yeah, I see so many people with like, oh, buy my shirts. It's blank and whatnot. And I'm like, why don't I have my own clothing line? I thought about that too.
That's fair. Hi, Noble, by the way.
Hi, Noble.
Well, we only got one question, and that was from PS4, and I'm pretty sure it's a joke.
What's the question?
She wants to know, how tall are you?
Oh my god, dude. She can get these hands. That's what she can get. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. Okay, I am 5'8". I am
5'8".
tall. Okay,
That's not.
dude,
Yeah.
everybody thinks I'm small, I'm tiny, and I'm short. I don't know why. I am 5'8". Okay, dude. Honestly, like, bro, do I look like I'm short? Like, this
I mean, he's
like,
tall.
dude, what can I say, right? So, anyways,
Wouldn't that be
yeah.
tall in your eyes, Noble?
Yeah.
Anyways, well, I appreciate
What,
you.
Noble talking about tall?
He said man's barely taller than me, Omega lol.
That dude is like 4'2" IRL, and I would know because I met him. And oh my god, dude, I thought, you know, people call me short. Okay, this dude, oh my goodness gracious, came up to like here on me. I don't want to hear it from that man. Yeah, him and his hot Cheetos. Yeah, dude.
Oh my
Nah, I
gosh,
freaking
that's
love
too
that man.
funny.
I love that man so much, dude.
Well, I appreciate you joining in. We're about the
Thank you for
hour and
having
a
me.
half.
This has been a
mark.
blast.
Yeah, no,
This has
yeah. I
been
don't
an
know if you have
absolute
any
blast.
parting
Absolutely.
words, anything you'd like to say or
Dude,
share.
Caesar, all in all, dude, I thank you so much for having me. I mean, truly, dude,
pleasure's
I really
mine.
do appreciate it. It means the absolute world to me that you'd even invite me out to this. I had a blast. Everyone that came in and tuned in, and for those that are here at the end, thank you. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. You know, for Caesar and also myself, we're glad to have you guys. Yeah, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure's
I had an absolute
mine.
blast, dude.
No,
Thank
pleasure's
you.
mine. I was like, who can I get on another episode? And I was like,
dude, I'm so glad. Whenever you first hit me up with the offer, like I said, I loved the idea immediately. I was like, heck yeah, I think it's cool. You know, I mean, I especially like you as a person and as a friend as well.
Aw.
I would love to come here.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm really glad that you invited me to. So thank you, Caesar.
Thank you. Pleasure's mine. If anything, we could just continue this another time if you're ever down.
True.
If
Yeah,
everyone else
I
is
think-
down.
I think it'd be fun. Part 2. Yeah.
Yeah, part 2. Let's get it. But I appreciate everyone for joining in. If you are not following Glitch already, please follow him either on his TikTok or you could follow him on Twitch and get him to 3,000 followers. Yeah.
We're so close, dude.
We're so close. I think it's like 30.
Crazy. Yeah, I want to say about 30 or so, dude. I'm so ecstatic. I'm so crazy.
Yeah. I'll shout out Glitch right now in the event that people haven't followed him for some reason.
Like I said, I felt bad because I didn't know that you were streaming, and then people like came through and like following, and I was like,
No,
what is
you're
going
fine.
on? Like, what
I
is
should have
going on?
clarified. I guess
No,
like in
dude.
hindsight it looks like, because I only sent you like YouTube videos. So
Yeah,
like, it looks
yeah.
like
So
it.
I was like, oh, so it's a nice little YouTube series. No, dude,
Yeah.
this is great, Caesar. No,
I
this
assume
is
you're okay with me
so
putting
much
on YouTube then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just making
How dare
sure.
you put it on YouTube? Never
Oh,
put it
yeah.
on Twitch. Oh,
How
no,
dare.
yeah.
Ridiculous.
Also, don't use my webcam at all. I do not give you
That's
consent
fair.
for my webcam. Yeah.
I'll put like a one of those, like I'll put like a stick figure for you.
Yeah, oh,
And just
perfect,
like a little
yeah.
animation, just like
Yeah,
hand
yeah,
gestures, and when you
perfect.
stand up, and
Yep.
I'll have to really
Thank you.
edit in when you put the TikTok
That
part
would
with the
be-
mirror and stuff, but you know, I'll make it work.
Oh, yeah. Give me this thing right here.
Yeah. Just be like, yep, that'll be well.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man. This was a blast.
This is fun, yeah. It's
Absolutely, dude.
just chill. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Just a chill
just
vibe.
chill
Just
talking.
chatting and well, until next time, we'll see who we bring on the next episode. Maybe we'll bring back Glitch again. Who knows? In 2 weeks, he'll just be back again.
I guess we'll all just have to follow and find
Yeah.
out who's here next time. Yo.
I appreciate it. Oh, you're late. Oh well, Scoopa. Next time, the video will be on YouTube. So hi, YouTube
Oh,
people.
true.
If you haven't,
On
if you're watching this
YouTube.
late, otherwise, yeah, appreciate you all. I'll see you guys in the next stream. I'll be streaming tomorrow, my last practice stream before I leave. Maybe I'll do something at night. I don't know. I don't know Glitch's schedule. You can go ahead though. Are you streaming tomorrow?
Whenever I'm free. Yeah, I stream tomorrow, but not the next day. We could probably do it next time.
Sure, whenever it is. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Whatever.
thanks everyone for joining in. Appreciate you guys. And I'll see you in the next episode of either the C Zone or my streams or on Glitch's channel. Either way. But I appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next stream.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Woo!
guys. Nice.